those who are neither wherever you are in the world. I'm Ramblin' Rusty Elm, and you're watching Ramblin' with Rusty, Starfield Edition. Last time on Ramblin' with Rusty, we went in and remade the Star Eagle Star Eagle is what it was called. And after we got done, I was not really quite happy with how it went, so I went back and I redid it. And so now we have it not quite the same as it was. These colors are awesome. I think I'm going to have to go in here and look at these colors because something seems wrong. Maybe it's just the color of the planet. Okay.
Hey, what can I do for you? Okay, no problem.
Oh, that's what's wrong. That's the wrong ship. Let's see, the Rusty Star. Yeah, I think I am going to change those colors because I don't want this bright blue in here. It's cyan. That's better. Except, and see, why was I on the other one? I don't know. Okay. So, now that we have that straightened around, today we are going to do a bunch of pickup quests, really. Try and clean out our quest log a little bit. We have quests from all over, everywhere. So we are going to go start here with activities. And what do we have? Let's see. Here. Wow. New Atlantis, New Atlantis, New Atlantis. Mars, Mars. Sol. Frank Rennick is... Where the heck was Frank? Let's see, Paradiso. Oh, Frank is in Neon, that's right. Paradiso. Let's see, it's New Atlantis. Dr. Darvish, enter New Homestead, and talk to Clover, who's also on Neon. Well, since we're here, we will do this. Okay, change of plan, ladies and gentlemen. We need to run to New Atlantis because I need to switch out my companions before I get too far in the storyline.
This is where I'm
Buddy
alone.
here gets killed by the Starborn. So.
All right.
Ron Hope was a real piece of work, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was kind of a despicable person, but I haven't really given him a second thought.
Really? How could you let that go from your mind? He held innocent people with little regard, treating their lives like numbers on a balance sheet. It's an absolute disgrace.
And what do you think the UC does?
I'm relieved to hear you say that. Letting him off the hook would have been a terrible injustice.
Taking a little... Well, of course she approves. I weakened the Freestar Collective, and she is a UC fanatic, so...
While that's true, it certainly doesn't excuse the blood that he has on his hands.
I only hope the people...
Some of them will, and some of them won't. What happens to them isn't your fault.
Understand.
It's Ron Hope.
Land on their feet.
Well, I think I've lectured you enough. Thanks for taking the time to listen to me.
Really?
We should have a talk. When you have the time, of course. Thanks for taking the time to talk. I wanted to ask you about the artifact you found on Vectera. When you pulled it from the rock, held it in your hands for the first time, how did you feel?
I felt nothing. I had visions, I heard sounds and music.
No, I don't think you... How did you feel?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. That must have been terrifying.
You know, the vision
when it comes
did
to the
remind me of
artifacts,
being
it never
across
ceases to amaze me
the,
how the science, well, simply fails.
Why didn't you bring this up back at the lodge? We are at the lodge. Obviously, I was meant to have this conversation with her sooner.
Honestly, I wasn't sure how you'd react. Some people would consider what you went through a deeply personal experience. Am I?
Yeah.
Just look at the damn things. The artifacts are so different, so alien, and I'm certain one of them reached out and spoke to you. Quite the mystery.
Yeah, it may have spoken to me, and it has started a mystery. Yeah, I don't know that I want to ask what she means. But I think there's a solution out there.
After spending years gathering data about the artifacts, you'd think I'd have all the answers.
Well, then you'd be God. Yeah.
Does that really surprise you? A universal mystery left unsolved for God knows how long? Oh, I've been dreaming about solving this puzzle from the beginning.
Yeah. Don't think too highly of yourself, do you?
I knew I picked the right person for the job. Look, I wanted to thank you for taking the time to talk, and for keeping an open mind. And I also wanted to say, well, I'm pleased we're on this journey together. It's the best decision I've made in quite a long time.
Yeah, okay. Go on, get out of my...
I am at your service, Captain.
Let's see, where's Barrett hiding? There he is.
Excuse, what's on your mind? am I ready to hop into a ship and explore the galaxy with you? More like, are you ready? Ha ha! Let's go.
Barrett, good to see you. You two have fun. Just not too much fun.
Of course, friend.
Okay, Barrett, let's get out of here. We got
Never
stuff
quite had a
to do.
friend like
Okay, Johan.
I'm sorry,
Is something wrong? You sound concerned.
Yes, concerned is an understatement. I work for the scientific division of MAST. I've been studying this tree for quite some time, and it appears to be exhibiting some worrying signs. Are you familiar with this particular specimen? Do you understand its importance?
Nope, not a bit. But I'm very good at listening to someone explain why some plant is unique.
What's so special about it?
Took the
Why?
words right out of my mouth.
Everything. Look, I have a lot of work to do here. If you're just going to gawk, I'd ask that you move on. If you can actually assist me, however, I would appreciate it. I don't normally solicit help from random passersby, but it seems an exception is necessary. Would you be willing to retrieve some additional data for me?
I'd love to help.
Thank you. That's unexpected. There's a series of biosensors I've placed in various locations around New Atlantis, all calibrated to gather pertinent information. They've been running for long enough that I think it's time to collect and analyze their findings. If you would bring them to me, that would save time.
All right. Well,
Can you believe this tree was here before the city?
Hey, are you looking for eggs too? I've only found one so far, but I want to find more before anyone else does. So if you see some, can you tell me?
Kid, didn't your mom ever tell you not to play with other people's shit?
Yeah, it was. Weird, right? Miss Seng over at UC Distribution bought the one I found, and she said she might buy more if I can find them. I could really use the credits.
Yeah. You're a little thief. Stealing high-value scientific equipment like that.
I'm pleased to report that our stocks are currently being maintained at... Welcome to UC Distribution.
Yeah.
Who, Jordan? That kid's in here every other day with some random thing he found, trying to get credits. Yeah, I took pity on him. Why? What is it?
It's sensitive scientific equipment.
Oh,
Very important.
really? Well, you can have it back for what I paid for it, plus a little extra. Let's call it a convenience fee, shall we?
Let's call you a thief. Fine, here
Pleasure
you
doing
go.
business with you.
I should turn your ass into mast. But they don't give me the option.
You're always welcome back, if you don't mind a bit of a wait.
And people wonder why I hate the mass government. And then the final one is up by the lodge. Okay. I'll just run over here and grab this.
Service with a smile. That's the UC way.
I appreciate your assistance, but I still need all of those. I don't mean to be pushy, but I really... So you do. Wonderful. I'll just take these,
Don't mean
and
to
we'll
be
see what they
pushy,
have to
but
tell
you
us.
can't stop yapping
All right.
long enough to
We'll just
track
upload the
out.
data and give it a moment. And just another moment. Oh, it is working, isn't it? Ah, there it is. What a relief. Now, let's see. This is... Well, it's... Oh my.
Just get to the point already. And then he fucking walks away from you.
Well, there's good news and bad news. The good news is that my suspicions were correct. There is something wrong with the tree. I will report my findings to MAST immediately with no small amount of satisfaction. The phrase, "I told you so," may even be uttered more than once. Well, from a certain point of view. In an admittedly somewhat selfish manner. The bad news, as it were, is that the internal composition of the tree is changing. In this particular case, the tree is now regularly emitting ultra-low frequency sound waves. They're nearly imperceptible now, but they're growing in strength. This is something we've never observed before. Depending on how large these waves grow, consequences for the city could be disastrous. I must consult with my colleagues in MAST at once. Thank you for your assistance. I hope these credits are adequate compensation.
Yeah, now I gotta wonder, was all of that after we gave him the sensors really worth sitting through? It's 5-6 minutes of my life just wasted. 6 minutes, 5 or 6 minutes, I could have been doing something else.
Good to see you again. Can I get you something? Hey there. Always nice to see a new face. First time in New Atlantis?
No, it's not. I just never come
Nope,
to the
sorry.
viewport.
Can't pull one over on me. I'm good with faces,
That's
and
an option
I don't
they
recognize
need to
you.
give us to say.
Go ahead and make yourself comfortable, new guy. Let me know if there's anything I can get you. Yep.
Business seems to be
Spaceport
booming.
traffic keeps me pretty busy. But just between you and me, I've got something in the works that'll change everything. A new drink that'll make this place famous, galaxy-wide.
I mean, really, who says that to a complete stranger?
You would love it, I guarantee.
Give it a try.
Only, I can't make you one right now. Don't have the ingredients.
Of course.
I made a deal with a hauler to bring me some small samples of an ingredient I think will make all the difference. But it never showed up. Turns out the guy I hired was also hired by a few other folks. The kind of folks who ship less than legal cargo. Security got wind, and the whole lot was impounded. Now they're just sitting on it, taking their sweet time like they always do. It's killing me. I submitted all the paperwork, believe me. It won't amount to anything, but I did it. And really, I'm not even certain this is what I need to finish the recipe. I think it is. I need to get my hands on that cargo.
Why does that have an ominous
I mean, doing something about this won't exactly be on the straight and narrow, will it? I really do. It's gonna keep me awake nights if I don't try. Before we say anything else, I am in no way asking you to do anything that might violate any of the many, many laws in place here in New Atlantis or the larger United Colonies. This is just one friend talking to another friend, asking if maybe that friend could possibly find a way to get her important cargo out of the impound. And if, hypothetically, that were done in a less than 100% legal way, well, that might not be the worst thing in the world.
Yeah.
You,
Talk about a hell of a legal
with me on this?
disclaimer.
Say no more. Challenge accepted.
Barrett. Okay.
What? Come on, no. I'm already uncomfortable with this whole thing. Don't go making jokes like that. Seriously, can you help me with this or not?
I'll do what I can.
God, you have no idea what a relief this is. I'm obviously not expecting you or anyone to go in guns blazing and taking hostages or something.
God, I already said I'd do it.
There has to be a way to get what I need.
Don't worry, I'll figure it out.
I'm not worried. I'm annoyed.
Oh, God.
Wait, are you saying I should be worried? No, of course not. It'll be fine. Totally fine. I trust you.
How many times, Bethesda, do I have to tell somebody that I will do their fucking mission
See you around.
before the dialogue ends so I can go do the damn
Hello?
mission? I wonder if this guy's going to move away before I go up and talk to him. Probably not.
Hey, this really isn't a good place for civilians to be hanging around. There's something I can help you with?
Yeah, figures. Where's this area locked
security
up?
impounded a ton of cargo and didn't have storage space for it all, so we're holding on to some of it until they can run inventory. So, you need something, or...
Yeah, how often do they clear out the
not
storage?
really sure. Whenever they get through their backlog, I guess. Is there a reason you're asking?
Yeah, there is.
Yeah, I can't really just let you in there.
Of course not. Well,
I'm glad you understand the position I'm in here.
let's see. It must be hard for you to say no all the time, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I really think I left the oven on too soon. Yeah, I don't think that's going to work, but why not?
You know what? I may be starting to like you. I hear you.
Yeah, I don't really want to annoy him.
I'm trying to be reasonable here. All right, look, don't tell anyone I did this for you. I could lose my job over it. If anyone asks, I had nothing to do with this. You got it?
This guy's actually
1 second.
the easiest ones to
All right, make it quick, will you?
persuade. Package for Nisa. I don't want the other.
Hey there, new guy. Good to see you again. Can I get you something?
I have a present for you.
Oh, no way. You really got it?
Yes, I did.
I probably don't want to know what you did to get this, right? I mean, I want to know, but it's maybe better if I don't.
Yeah. If you see security ask questions, you and I...
You really do love your jokes.
Who
You
says
are
it's a
joking,
joke?
right? Well, look, I can assure this will all be worth it in the end. Matter of fact, I'm going to let you have the first ever sample.
That's
On top
nice.
of that, you get free drinks. Not like unlimited free drinks, but you want a little pick-me-up now and then? I got you covered. I need some
Yeah,
time to
that's
work on
nice.
what comes next. But this was the difficult part, I think. Really, thank you so much.
You're welcome. Goodbye.
Catch you later.
Okay. Let's wake her ass up. We need to talk, girl.
Didn't think we had any new miners on account of the positions being full up.
Yeah, I'm always tempted to use the lie, but
I
I am
wasn't
a
worried.
miner, just not
Concerned,
here.
maybe. Because we haven't had any positions open for a while. And some friends of mine were turned away recently. I just want to make sure nothing funny was going on. Anyway, I'm Layla. When I'm not mining, I'm tinkering with Gnome, our unofficial mascot. I fill that computer brain of his with all sorts of nonsense and announcements. Of course, if you're here to chat, I'm always happy to talk shop. Especially if you're interested in talking about the Heart of Mars.
The Heart of Mars.
Oh, so you're interested in the Heart of Mars, are you? Word is there's a cave out in the Martian waste with a gleaming node of the purest titanium ore you've ever seen. It's worth quite a lot of credits, but some say the Heart of Mars is cursed. Hundreds have gone in search of it, never to return. And every one of them met a grisly fate. Maybe, just maybe.
Sounds like a
Could
story
be the
to me.
first to succeed, though. You know, if you think you got what it takes. No judgment if you're too scared.
Lady, you have no idea what I've done. Yeah, if anyone can find this Heart of Mars...
You seem pretty
geologist
confident.
like me.
Who knows, maybe you really will be the first. You'd certainly make history around here if you find it and live to tell. I'll share the coordinates of the cave with you. Remember to be wary out there, and best of luck.
All right, Layla. Yeah, I don't
Leaving
really
already.
care about the rest. So the first time I came in here to do this quest,
Mining's fair work, but you can't
there
take it
were
all
no
so
mining
seriously, I
nodes
always
in
tell
this
my mates.
place.
We're pulling rocks out of the ground, not building spaceships. Welcome, welcome. Nice to meet you. Name's Trevor, mining director for the Deimos mining project here in scenic underground Sidonia. I could spare a minute or two to chat, so long as you're not looking for mining work, I suppose.
I heard about something called the Heart of Mars. No. So you're the boss
Yep,
around here,
that's
huh?
me. Joined up with Deimos when I was just 17 as a mining gopher. Go for this, go for that, you know how it is. I worked hard, proved myself capable, and got the promotion to mining director about 6 years ago, after the old boss retired. Some of the older guys resent me, but I give everyone a lot of leeway as long as they meet their quotas. So that keeps them happy enough.
Yeah. What? Let's see. How goes the mining
Not so
operation?
bad for one of the oldest mines in the settled systems. We struggle with the lack of decent equipment, but we work hard and make up for it. As I'm sure you know, we're responsible for supplying resources to Deimos Star Yards, which in turn is responsible for supplying UC naval vessels. That, among other major projects, makes us one of the United Colony's most important mining operations. The prestige and pay that comes with it almost makes up for being stationed at the arse end of the settled systems in the middle of nowhere. Argos, huh? Yeah, I've heard of them. That's great, but yeah, unfortunately all our mining contracts are filled right now. Unless, maybe you could help me out with a job, off the books. Great! I promise it's nothing that'll get anyone in any kind of trouble.
Well, that's good to know.
See, you might have noticed that our equipment ain't exactly holding together like it used to. Problem is, we can't get new equipment unless we start exceeding our quotas. And we can't do that until we get new equipment. A real dilemma, right? I've got a plan for solving our little problem.
Yeah. Pinching the penny to screw the pound, or screwing the pound to save the penny? How's that old saying go? Sure, tell me.
Okay, glad you're still on board. First, I need someone from the outside to bolster our yields so we can prove that we can exceed our quota. I'll fill you in on the rest of the details after you've hauled up some ore. One standard quota should do. I need to know I can trust you with the easy stuff first.
Sounds easy.
When you've got
I'll
enough,
do it.
drop it off in the bin over there for processing. Then come see me.
Let's get out there and do something new today, shall we?
So, look at all these beautiful mining nodes. Let's stick it in. This one.
Okay, that ore you mined is really going to bolster our numbers.
Let's see. Yeah, dropped off the ore as you
Right.
requested.
Now, the next part is a little trickier. Our Director of Mining Operations, Peter Brennan, fired his last assistant over a month ago. Peter's the only one who can approve the order for new equipment, and unfortunately, he's useless without an assistant. I think I've got a surefire way for you to get that job. Then you, as his assistant, can get him to sign off on the approval.
Do I look like personal assistant material to you? I mean, seriously, do I look like that?
You don't think I've tried? Like I said, the guy is literally useless without his assistant. I don't even know if he knows how to actually use a computer. And everything Deimos does is so mired in bureaucracy because of their contracts with the UC. Which means, unfortunately, we need to do all the things by the book if we want them done at all.
Alright.
Now hold on, it's not that easy. Head to the Deimos Star Yards office
no
up in
kidding, I need
Auburn
to
and fill out the
actually apply.
application. It's where that job is posted. Come back and see me when you've done that, and we'll talk about how to secure the position for you.
If this is going to involve paperwork, then I have to let you know that suddenly my hands are just useless.
Yes, Barrett. Okay. Of course I've got to go actually apply for the job. Though one would wonder why I need to go to their star yard in orbit.
Exploring the galaxy is hard work. Trust me, I know. But stop by sometime and let's talk. Just us adventurers, okay? I just
Okay.
wanted to say thanks for the daring rescue back there. I had plans for Matsura, of course, but I appreciate the backup.
Barrett, you're a pirate.
You know, that Crimson Fleet pirate who held me captive for a bit a while ago.
Who's
I
Matsura?
just appreciated how you
Yeah.
rescued me. That's all.
It wasn't a big deal.
Well, it
Don't worry
left a
about it.
lasting impression on me, I suppose. So many things can go wrong out there. Working with people you can trust is important. And that's why I've been in Constellation so long. It's good to have people who will help out when you're in a jam.
Well, I don't like to depend on others. Exactly how often do you get into
Exactly
jams?
as often as I need to. Jams are just sticky successes, right? At first it seems annoying, but it eventually washes off.
Yeah, I don't really like to depend on others personally. I prefer to depend on myself, and I've kind of created an introvert
You know,
character, so
I doubt many people like that.
it's hard to trust.
That's fair. I can respect that. I hope I can earn your trust. But if not, well, I can still work with that. Speaking of which, I'm glad you joined Constellation.
Yeah, thank you.
Just figured I'd mention
thank
it
you.
since we haven't had much time to chat before. You know, being a member of Constellation has given me a lot of opportunities and a fair bit of stress, I'll admit. It's hard to imagine just who I'd be had I never joined up. I would have never done so many things, met so many people. It's mind-boggling how different I would be. And I never would have met Irvin. Or lost him, I suppose.
It's impossible to know what could have happened. What would have happened.
That's right. We can't know the consequences of the choices we never made, and anything beyond that is imagination alone. But for the choices we made, it feels just a bit closer, doesn't it? Irvin's been gone for over 20 years. Strange how memories can pop up when you least expect it.
Yeah, I don't know what to say.
Yeah, don't worry. Logically, I know I should be over it. But I'm not, and it's gotten worse lately. I've ignored my feelings about Irvin's death since it happened. It's time for me to confront it. I'm just fortunate that Constellation has been a supporting home for me since Irvin died. I mean, where else would I get to dodge space pirates and discover new planets?
Yeah.
On that note,
there is that.
I think I'd do well to distract myself with a little adventure for a bit.
Snobs.
I wish Deimos was...
Deimos is more than a story arc. It's a symbol of the UC.
Okay, job posting. Let's see, what do I want to say? No. Well, I have a doctor's degree in dealing death. But I don't think they care about that, so yeah, we'll go with that. Trick questions. Right, it is. Yeah, I'm gonna go with that. And yeah. And we'll do that. What the heck? Okay. Well, ladies and gentlemen, with all that conversation, that's going to put an end to today's episode. I'm Ramblin' Rusty Elm. Have a good night, and don't forget to stop and smell the roses.